By putting her foot down and saying, no, this is a hard exit, this is what we are going to do, it gives traders more certainty going forward. Patrick Rooney, Trading Technologies. Theresa May announced this week that the UK would not be holding on to bits of EU membership and would be exiting the single market. Do you believe this will be positive news for the pound and the UK economy as a whole?
I think in general this is beneficial, yeah, I do. And I think part of that, you can reflect back to, look at what's happened to the U.S. market since the U.S. markets we had the election back several months ago in November. You see that our markets have stabilized and actually done quite well with that after really stagnating for several months. And I think that has to do with the fact that we've got a firm direction. And I think with Theresa May basically pointing out a firmer forward-looking plan for a lot of people were hedging, we're going to do a hard exit, we're going to do a soft exit. By actually putting her foot down and saying, no, this is a hard exit, this is what we're going to do, it gives traders more certainty in what's going forward so they can place their bets and move the markets in the direction they want to go.
The US is gearing up to inaugurate President Donald Trump today. Do you expect to see any noticeable market moves as the new president is sworn in?
For the ceremony itself and what's going on the next couple of days, you could say we might run into a little bit of buy the rumor, sell the fact. The market's been riding into this. Bonds been coming off. Stocks been riding here in the States. Perhaps see some profit taking because we're actually at that date now. It's tough to say. I don't really know. I think going forward, I think the trends are kind of set. So I think we're probably looking good in both markets going forward as it is. But yeah, there could be some gyrations. There's going to be some scalping and profit taking going on, but I don't expect anything major, no real market turns going off of this one at all.
We have seen yield spreads between the US and EU widening recently. What do you believe is the cause of this, and do you expect the gap to widen further going forward?
It may widen a bit, but I don't think too much more, and I think part of the reason we've been widening is the fact, again, going back to our election back in November, that gave the US a little more firm direction. I think people basically sat down and said, listen, rates are going higher in the States. We know that's going down now. It's pretty evident. We've got a very pro-growth president coming in, and I think that's playing into the fact that the Fed's looking at 2 to 3 rate raises coming up here soon, and that's given us firmer direction. I think that's widened the spread quite a bit. While in the EU, it's been a little bit more uncertain what's going on, again, with the Brexit, but also you do still have some soft economic numbers coming through, while our numbers here in the States are a little more firm. So, yeah, perhaps the widening does increase a little bit, but I don't think it's going too much further because I think you're starting to balance out in the EU. It should actually level off the spread differently.
Thank you, Patrick, for your expert views. I'm Jack Everett, and this was the Weekly Wrap. Celeste will be here on Monday for the week ahead. Until then, goodbye.